Hey everybody, welcome on into the Delmarva Sports Insider, the only live and local show dedicated to giving you all local sports all the time. Well, week 4 of the high school football season underway this week, and we saw some great performances. We are going to see a wild game over in Berlin. WiHi and Decatur living up to the hype. 88 total points were scored in that one, and we will get to that shortly. But we have to begin with our game of the week out in Easton. Kevin O'Connor in shotgun for the Warriors, and he's calling his own number. Watch him make some moves, breaking multiple tackles on his way for the 35-yard touchdown run to get the Warriors on the board early on. Parkside's Drake Turner says, anything you can do, I can do better. He shows off the wheels right here, picking up 20 on that run. But that drive would stall out. Parkside will be stopped on 4th and goal at the 1. O'Connor caps off the 99-yard drive with a pass to Sharif Curry, who reaches out for the goal line. Touchdown, Easton. The offense absolutely deadly once again. Therese Worthy breaking loose down the sidelines. He goes to get Parkside on the board in the second quarter with a long 56-yard rush for 6. Parkside trying to just hang around in this one. Kevin O'Connor using his vision and some patience to weave his way through the Rams defense. Another rushing touchdown for him. Easton brings the Rams down by the horns in this one, 46-22. Well, Easton showed that they still have some firepower in that offense, even with the loss of Ryan O'Connor and Grant Copper. You got to feel for the Bayside. They lose one O'Connor. Now they have to deal with Kevin, 6'4", can run like the wind. He made some nice throws today, and I really like the way he was able to elude the pressure in the pocket and keep his composure. And give Parkside some credit. They hung around, and the running game made some big plays, but Easton, they didn't go unbeaten in the spring for no reason, and we saw it again tonight. All right, we move now to American Corner. The Colonels squaring off with Snow Hill tonight, and the Eagles, or the Colonels, watch this play closely. Colonel Richardson huddles close to the line of scrimmage, hides the handoff well, faking out most of the Snow Hill defense. That run goes for 37 yards and the touchdown. Snow Hill's quarterback going to show off his legs on their possession right here, picking up 21 yards on the long run out to the left side. But the story of the night for Colonel was picking up chunk plays as they get 10 on this run, setting up a goal line opportunity late following their blockers and sealing the win with this score. It was 42-0, the final score from American Corner. All right, now we thought that this might be a barn burner coming in, and it sure was. WiHi visiting Decatur, and we start with a bang. Jace Freeman down the sidelines he goes, and he's going to take this one to the house to kick things off. Tribe, just like that, they are up 7-0. WiHi now facing a 4th and 16 here. Darius Foreman steps back. Malik Leatherbury in the back corner of the end zone there. That was a beauty of a pass. Foreman showing that he can sling it this year. Decatur was down 2 touchdowns at that point, but here they come. Ashton Snellsire to Marquis Henry, and watch Henry go to work, weaving his way through the defense for 6. Check this out. Decatur's only running play of the night. Andy Reid would be proud. The Seahawks tie things up at 35, but Foreman was lethal with his arm as well as his legs. Covers 90 yards on this touchdown run, and WiHi wins an instant classic out in Berlin. 47-41 the final score. All right, we've got a couple other scores to get to. Yeah, you read that right, folks. 82-0, Queen Anne's with no mercy tonight. They blank Kent County. And what a statement that was by the Lions. Meanwhile, Kent Island continues to dominate the Bayside North. 48-7, the final score there. This sets up a battle of unbeatens next week. Kent Island taking on WiHi. And we talked with WiHi's quarterback about the success he and his team are seeing this season. Here's this week's After the Whistle with Darius Foreman, brought to you in part by Avery Hall Insurance.
I like to run, I like to throw, and I like to make plays with my wide receivers and my running back. DB, I like to just tackle, make some good interceptions.
WiHi football has risen back to prominence in the Bayside South. A big reason is the play of their quarterback, number 3, junior Darius Foreman. Originally a running back, he made the switch to field general in the spring.
I just had a lot of talent, so I thought it was a challenge, and I just played quarterback and safety.
and Foreman saw just how challenging the position could be.
Last year, I was just running, just running the ball. If I didn't see the wide receiver, I just go. But now, this year, my quarterback coach helped me this year with throwing the ball all summer.
The delay in game action gave him time to work on mechanics and fill out his frame to prepare for the grind of the coming season.
I just ate a lot and just worked out, got a little bit of cardio in and just put it in the grind.
Did it give you more time to be able to work?
Yeah, a little bit more time to get prepared for the season and all.
And it's not just Foreman who stepped up to the plate. In football, it takes a tribe to come away with wins week after week. And Foreman is ready to lead his team deep into the postseason.
We stepped it up this year. We want to have a good year, go to states and keep going and probably do the same thing next year.
Now, Darius says his dad is an inspiration for him to pursue becoming a firefighter. He also has aspirations of going to college to study law. All right, now let's turn our attention over to Delaware. We start in Felton, where Lake Forest was hosting Delcastle in a 2A battle. The Spartan defense held Delcastle in check all night long. There's a drive-killing sack there. 4th and long for Lake Forest here, and they are going for it. Jonathan Tyndall looking downfield. For some reason, the Cougars intercept, and they place their own offense at their own 5-yard line. Spartans would get the ball back, and on the final play of the first quarter, it's the reigning player of the week, Khalif Spencer, bouncing to the outside. He finds his way in. Touchdown, Lake Forest, 12-0 Spartans. Second quarter now, Tyndall looking downfield once again, and there's Miles Coates down the middle of the field. He's ruled down at the 1-yard line. Spencer would finish off that drive, and Lake Forest wins. They are now 3-0, and they will play Tech at home next week. And last night, Cape visiting the Senators. Dover down 13-0 at one point, but they made it a one-score game at halftime, and they utterly dominate the Vikings in the trenches out of the gate. This is a 41-yard run by Jaquan Kilby, and that set Dover up in the Cape red zone. The give goes to Tyron Abrams. He weaves his way and ends the 7-play, 88-yard drive with a touchdown run. All runs on that drive out of halftime. Still in the third quarter, Senators keep it on the ground. There's Abrams once again from short yardage. Dover adds the 2-point conversion, now lead 20-13. Here's the play of the night. Cape threatening. Nathan Bacon strips Hank D'Ambrosi, collects the football. Off and running, he goes down the sidelines, returns it 40 yards into Viking territory, and Kilby would finish off the drive as Dover reels off 34 unanswered points, and they down Cape 34-21. That's 3 wins in a row for the Senators.
We knew that once after the half that they were going to get tired, so we just kept executing what Coach Knapp told us to do, and that's what happened in the win. Hey, our team has a bunch of dogs on it. They love flying around, making plays. I just love them. I love them all.
I mean, we just kept the team together. You know our defense is strong, so we just kept driving, hitting them, getting the ball back, and we just kept pushing.
Hey, Dover's coming for everybody. Let's go. We're going to keep working.
All right, watch out for Dover. Caesar, Rodney, and Smyrna, the Eagles blanking the Riders 40-0. Smyrna moves to 2-2 on the season. Caesar Rodney still winless. They are now 0-4. Quarterback Cameron Edge with 4 total touchdowns, including 3 in the air. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays moved to 2-0 on the season with a 34-18 win over Polytech. And then check this out, Woodbridge on upset alert early on, but the Blue Raiders hang on in the end. It was closer than the score indicates too. Woodbridge with an interception return for a touchdown at the very end. Blue Raiders remain unbeaten. Delmar and Woodbridge will meet up next week. And now to wrap things up, got to give some credit to the Dover Senators. They are a 1-point overtime loss away from being unbeaten, and they remain unbeaten against in-state competition. Senators showed they can be a physically dominant team, and Jaquan Kilby, one of the fastest runners in the state when he breaks free. Dover is now 3-1 at this point, but before we can say that they're a contending team, I think we'll have to see how they finish the regular season off. They'll play Central, Smyrna, and Salesianum in the final 4 weeks. And I think we'll learn a lot about the Senators at that point. But for now, Chip Knapp's club has been very impressive in the early going. And that'll do it for the A block. We're taking a commercial break, but when we return, Bennett and Decatur soccer needed overtime to decide their battle. That and more when DSI returns.
Hi, my name is Wyatt Wright. I play middle linebacker at Woodbridge High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.